Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of December 2015. Please remember to check your rising sign and your moon sign because that will allow you to understand a little bit better the energies that you will be handling in this end of the year. Now, let's start Virgo with this reading right here. You have in the challenge position the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a card that represents you. Okay, the Pentacles, like I always say, represents the earth. Now, this is a very maternal card. It's a card that despite being, sometimes the earth is referred to as all the material gains and the more three-dimensional world, it also has water, and everything around the Queen has flourish. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very maternal figure. It's someone who nourishes something until it gives its fruits, this is the focus of your month, Virgo, the month of December, being able to see the fruits of something you have been nourishing, okay? And it can be something related to work or some kind of personal project, like say, I don't know, the renovation of your home. It can also mean, for those of you who are looking to get pregnant or to adopt, it's a great month to achieve that, to finally achieve that. Especially since it seems to be a process. The thing about this is that it's a process where you put a lot of effort and a lot of care. And in the month of December is when you finally let it out in the open for the rest of the world to also see it. You have in the center of the reading two cards, the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. The Ten of Wands in reverse is a card that represents that a burden is being lifted from your shoulders, okay? Because when it's in the upright position, it means that you're doing more than you can actually can. You're carrying more wands than you can actually carry. In the reverse position means that there's something that has finally lifted from your shoulders. You don't have so many things to do. You feel relieved. Perhaps this is why I say this is a process, because all the more difficult tasks, all the things related to attention to detail and all the tiny things that need to be accomplished, you have done that in the previous months and probably up to half the month of December at the most. And then you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card that represents having many options. This is someone who is evaluating many options. None of them have materialized just yet, but perhaps you are trying to figure out a way to not do so much, trying to find someone who help you out, trying to restructure. Say it's a business, you're trying to restructure your business in a way that you don't have to do so many things on your own. You can delegate. If you're trying to, say, renovate your home, perhaps you're trying to find different ways so things are not so expensive. Or if you're going, again, through an adoption process, you're going through different channels, trying to evaluate other options to get this done. The good thing is that you won't be alone in this process. Perhaps this is why it won't be so challenging and it won't feel so much as a burden anymore. Because you have in the help that in the things you cannot change, the Emperor, which represents a figure of authority. It's someone who has power. It also has a sort of wisdom that comes with age. It's someone who could be a boss, a mentor, a father. I associated with the signs of Aries or Capricorn. They're very willful people. They have what it takes to get things done, and what they say, what they order someone else to do, it gets done. Now this card comes up with the Five of Coins in the reverse position, which means that you won't be alone anymore. This person will walk you through this new process, through this restructuring. Perhaps you're restructuring your family, in a way that, okay, if you're taking care of everything, of the chores, you also work, you take care of the kids, perhaps you're restructuring your family so you don't feel so overwhelmed and you don't feel so exhausted at the end of the day. This person will help you. Perhaps you turn to your father and say, can you give me a hand with this? in the help that you're going to receive, you have the Sun, another card that symbolizes children. A great card, again, for those of you trying to form a family, to get children, to get pregnant, to adopt. This is a card that represents energy and the type of happiness that comes, that it's coming. It's like the happiness of the children. It's very innocent, and the white horse represents just that, innocence. Now, so you will have, this lifting of burden, this not being so overwhelmed, will allow you to have more energy, okay, to enjoy whatever it is that you have been working on and you have been nourishing. Now, by the end of the month, you have two major arcana cards. One is the Tower. The Tower represents changes, sudden changes. As we can see here, there's a lightning hitting the Tower, so it's all the structures that fall apart. And this restructuring, this reevaluating things, will make a good change in your life, because even though this might seem sudden, it will make fall apart things that no longer serve you. And for those of you who are adopting or having children, of course, this is an important change in your lives. And the other thing is that you have the Hermit in reverse, which means it's time to get out in the open, to just let this project of you see the light of day, to let everyone else know that you're finally pregnant, or that you're finally, the paperwork went through for the adoption. So it's a year that ends with a sudden change and a possibility to let all the things that you have been working on, to let it out in the open. You don't have to keep it in anymore, okay? And you won't be so burdened as well. You will have help. So an eventful end of the year, but a good one at that. So I hope, Virgo, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I want to wish you Merry Christmas and a happy end of the year and a happy beginning of the new one. And I will see you in the next year. Take care.